Guinness World Records is a big part of our life, as we said, growing up. To find out the story, what you said, how it started, it just makes it even more magical. The only possible title I could probably beat is how many times you could let off wind in the night. I think I'd be a champion at that.
The hardest one I had to watch live was the most wasabi eaten in a minute. That was just because the smell in the room, let alone what they were putting in the mouth.
Egg fried rice, chicken fried rice, pork fried rice, special fried rice, Singapore fried rice, Singapore rice noodle, plain chow mein, chicken chow mein, pork chow mein, beef chow mein, and we've got Johnny's supporters are known as the Bosch soldiers of the Montfort Army. So it just brings people together.
Welcome to What's the Record, the Guinness World Records podcast, where we take a look behind the curtain at record breaking. I'm incredibly excited about today because this is an opportunity that we get to do at Guinness World Records, but not many places get to do, which is bring someone in who brings positivity into the world and give them an opportunity to become a Guinness World Records title holder. Can I introduce to everyone the amazing John Fisher, aka Big John? How are you?
It's very kind words of you. Thank you very much. A little bit worried, to be honest. I'm so grateful to be here because Guinness World Records were a big part of my childhood growing up. As we said with the programme, the books. I'm just a little bit daunted about what I'm going to do and whether I'm going to pass or fail at the end of it.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably a good place at the top here to say what you're going to be attempting later. We do have an official adjudicator in the house, Emma, who's going to be coming over and adjudicating the record for us. And today you will be attempting the Guinness World Records title for the most takeaway dishes memorised in 30 seconds.
30 seconds, that should be okay.
It should be okay.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Yeah. Should be able to reel off a few dishes.
I've got to think of short name ones.
Yeah, to squeeze them all in. And it's one of those records as well, I hope, that once people see you do it, they maybe think, I could have a go.
Listen, I think I'll give that a good go.
Yep.
But make no mistake, there'll be people out there that will wipe the floor with me once they see that. So and bring it on.
So for those listening or watching who maybe don't know,
yep,
your work, John, do you want to take us from the beginning, and why also takeaway dishes are relevant to your record attempt today?
Well, being honest, I'm nobody special. I'm just a normal working man, family man, married to my wife Charlotte, got 4 children. Our son Johnny's a professional boxer. I was known for being Johnny's dad more than anything a few years ago. Got known online for eating Chinese takeaway and ordering Chinese takeaway through no fault of my own. My middle son Emma used to put me on TikTok and social media without me knowing, and people just seem to like my takeaway orders, and we go regularly to the Blue Orchid restaurant in Romford, family-run restaurant for the last 60 odd years, and I think people can just relate to that takeaway at the end of a working week, whether it be Chinese for me or Indian or fish and chips or Turkish. People relate to what we sort of do.
Yeah, I think that's the amazing thing, right? Especially social media as a space, is that you can really resonate with people straight away, and they see you and they think, well, actually, I'd quite like to be friends with him.
Yeah, I think someone once described me as the bloke you meet on holiday and become friends with, and I don't mind that because I'm quite a sociable person, and I can judge people quite quickly whether they're good people as well. And it's good. I think it's good to meet people and interact and share what you can do in life and what you do. So long may it continue.
Yeah, I think it's probably given you a whole heap of opportunities now, right? Just walking into the building today, we're in this building in Central London, looked like you got stopped a couple of times just on your way.
I don't like to talk about it.
Have you found? Do you find it difficult sometimes now going around?
No, because 99.9% of the time when people stop you, they're very happy. They just want a photo or talk to you for a couple of minutes. You haven't got a problem with that, and it happens without me sounding big-headed. It happens wherever I go in the world. That's the beauty of social media. Social media is good in one way, but also you get a little bit of hate as well. That's the bad part of social media. But you can't have the rough without the smooth. You've got to have the rough with the smooth. And if I can just brighten up someone's day for just being me, sometimes I think, what do you want to vote with me for? But listen, it is what it is. In a year's time, I might walk down the street and nobody want to vote with me. So you've just got to live in the moment and take each day as it comes.
And of all the opportunities that your platform's given you, given the opportunity to break a Guinness World Records title, did you ever see that as a possibility?
Never. I thought the only possible title I could probably beat is how how many times you could let off wind in the night, because I think I'd be a champion at that.
Yeah.
But
It's,
how many chairs I could break? I broke a few chairs.
well,
yeah.
I don't think any of our adjudicators would want to monitor the wind in the night one.
Well, do you know what? There's probably someone that could beat me, and that's my wife. So no comment. I'll keep it quiet there. But listen, it's another surreal moment. Guinness World Records is a big part of our life. As we said, growing up, everyone knew it. Everyone still knows it to this day. Been going, how many, 70 years. And to find out the story, what you said, how it started, it just makes it even more magical, because it's just started through nothing, really. And it's become this big phenomenon. And here I am trying to create a world record. And even if I do create it, I'll probably be the happiest man alive. And if I do get it and it just lasts for a day, I still can say I was a Guinness World Record holder.
Yeah, it's probably a good time to say that we spoke about that off air, but we've never actually gone through on the podcast how the Guinness World Records started. And it was because Sir Hugh Beaver, the owner of the Guinness Brewery, was on a hunting trip with his friends in Ireland, and they couldn't decide what the fastest game bird was. And they get into an argument in the bar, and he thinks, I need something that's going to solve this. So he goes to Fleet Street, meets the McGuirters, makes this book full of facts and superlatives, and puts it in every pub that stocks Guinness in the UK and Ireland, and it's there to settle pub arguments.
Unbelievable.
And now it's snowballed into a children's publication.
What a story that is. You can make a film about that,
Well,
that is a great story.
Starring Big John.
Well, I don't know if I want to be starring it. I'll have a pint of Guinness, though.
Yeah. Who would you have play yourself in a movie?
Probably Jason Statham, something like that. He's about my stamp. Listen, I used to look a bit like Jason Statham when I was younger, but that was back in the day. But I'm a bit taller than him, so he's probably too short for me. Sorry, Jason.
Jason Statham was a former Commonwealth diver.
Yeah.
Right. Did you have a sporting background?
I used to play football for Leighton Orient up to the age of under 18s till they got rid of me. I used to box as an amateur boxer. Represented Essex at football, my district, and I've been quite a successful district schools and Essex coach as well at football for like young boys. So I'm pleased and proud of what I've achieved in my sporting background. Nothing major, nothing professional, but I think it's important as a young man, a young woman, young girl, young boy to get into sport, and it shapes your life and it puts you on the right path. Not always, but it keeps a lot of people on the right path. So I do believe in sports in a big way. And
obviously something that your son's taken up in boxing. You must be immensely proud of that, right?
Listen, I'm proud of all our 4 children. They're all good kids. But Johnny, boxing, unless you live with it, people don't realise the hardships, what they go through, how hard it is, not only in the ring and the training, but what goes on outside of it is a lot of skullduggery. And sometimes you think, is it all worth it? But, it's give Johnny a good way of life, but he sacrificed a lot to get there. So, and he's still going through that journey as we speak. So, and it is a very dangerous sport. You have to remember that. There's a lot of boxers we know personally, boxers, friends that have passed away. So you always have to remember that as well. And you always have to put your health first before everything. So he's doing all right at the moment. He's working hard. He's dedicated. But hopefully if he does it and then in 5 years' time gets out with all his faculties about, we'll be two relieved parents.
Yeah, nice. I actually saw you in passing, from afar, because we monitor the London Marathon.
Oh yeah.
So I was down there in my adjudication suit, seeing history as Sarway.
3 times, wasn't it, in the same day? Because the one who come third would have ended up breaking all the records before that.
So we had the women-only marathon title going for the fastest marathon. We had the male title going.
I didn't hear about the women's one. Is that they didn't get us? So that went as well.
Yeah, that went as well. Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I suppose the men's one took because it was such under 2 hours.
Yeah, so the it's the women's only title. So there's been a faster race marathon, but with male pacers.
Yeah.
So it's not the fastest
so
time
this
ever.
Is just purely all women.
All women races. Yeah. And it felt like a really historic day.
It was a great day.
Yeah.
Our youngest son ran it, William. He hardly ever trained. He drinks about 10 pints every night as he goes to the pub, and he ran it in 4.5 hours. And he's 18 stone, 6'7". So he's testament to someone that if you want to have a go and give it a go. And I think the crowds, the emotion on the day just pulled him along. He had a wonderful time. And so did we. I think we ended up walking about 7.5 miles that day, where you're trying to follow him. But he was doing so well, we missed him on a couple of parts because we thought we'd get there before him, but he was gone. But what a wonderful, wonderful day, and so much money raised for so many charities as well.
Yeah, it was the record number of finishes for a marathon as well. So with 50, I want to get this stat right, but I think it's 59,830.
That's a lot of.
It's a lot of people, and they've just had the record number of applications for the ballot.
Yeah, so I had that 'cause a lot of our friends want to start go into it. But I said I was interviewed for London Marathon on the day, and I said it just shows how good London can be. You know, when it comes together like that, we can put on something as big as that. There's so many people, and how well it was, and the weather came out as well. So
some say it's the friendliest London ever is, but
it is because you've got people bashing into each other on the streets. No one's having a go at each other.
Yeah.
You know, on any other day, you bash into someone, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, or no one will let you go in. It was a great day.
I ran it 2 years ago, and I have to admit, because I adjudicated it for 5 years, so I saw all these amazing people breaking incredible records dressed in costumes, and I thought, right, it's my time. I'm going to give this a go. There's some talk, actually. We're looking for an adjudicator to run the marathon in the adjudication suit, Emma. If you're... No, okay.
I'll let you know whether I nominate Emma or not at the end of the show. Yeah. You see the man who ran it with a fridge on his back?
Yes. Yeah. So actually, he set a record last year with the fastest marathon carrying white goods, I believe.
So this year, the runner had a slightly lighter fridge on his back. It was at 22 kilos, I think, and he wasn't doing a record attempt, but he was raising awareness for dementia. Will, you adjudicated the record in 2023 with Sam Hammond, who took 4 hours, 52 minutes and 10 seconds. He also broke the half marathon record, which he still holds today. And the overall marathon record fell in 2024 to Samu Tajana in Finland, who did it in 3 hours, 53 minutes and 14 seconds.
I suppose for you, for like your organisation, so many different records on the day. You know, all different types of records. It must be an amazing thing to be part of.
We had 72 people attempting Guinness World Records titles on the day.
How many passed?
38 records fell.
About 50%.
Yeah, because, you know, it is very hard. It's
as I'm going to find out.
Yeah, well, this is it. No world records.
Although I haven't got to run a marathon to do it, so that's one bonus.
The fastest marathon carrying a household appliance, 4 hours, 52 minutes, was set by Sam Hammond in 2023 at the London Marathon. It's now at 3 hours and 53 minutes.
3 hours and 53 minutes.
Yeah,
that's somebody carrying a white good.
Can you check the guidelines on that, Doug? Because there's a minimum weight for the household appliance in there.
That's amazing, isn't it? To even contemplate doing it with that on and then to do it in that time.
Minimum weight of 25 kilos or 55 pounds for the appliance.
There's this wonderful thing that happens when people attempt records like that, which is that he finishes the marathon and then you see him walk off after the photo with the certificate with the fridge on his back off to the tube because he has to take it home.
Yeah, he's got to take. Yeah, you can't just leave it.
He can't.
Otherwise he'll get a nice fine from the council. He's got to get it there. Then he's got to take it home.
Yeah, there's so much around those records, which is the ones that I'm always amazed by is the 8-person costume or the 2 people that are tied together. Because what you find is I think you go to a very different place in your friendship.
Yeah.
Or I saw a couple who ran it in handcuffs 3 years back, and by the end of the race, they were not friendly with each other.
So someone might have wanted to take it easy. Someone's pushing them on, and yeah, unbelievable.
Right, so John, I think we're going to take a short break there, and when we come back, we're going to get you to react to some of our record breaking over the years.
Certainly, thank you very much.
Did you know Guinness World Records now has a store? So go to gwrstore.com to find all sorts of t-shirts, backpacks, sweatshirts, caps, apparel of all kinds, mugs, and of course the Guinness World Records books, all signed by me. gwrstore.com.
Coming back to something you just said there, you were going around Australia saying Bosch. Now, again, for those listening and watching who may not be aware of your work, Bosch.
Yes.
What does it mean? Why is it?
Bosch, listen, I didn't mean to say Bosch. As I said, I was known on social media for Chinese takeaways and eating Chinese food. And then one video, I just went, Bosch. Didn't think anything of it. And then in my next videos, didn't say it. And I had thousands of messages. Why are you not saying Bosch? We like the way you say it. Why are you not saying Bosch? So I started saying it. I introduced Bosches around the world to let other countries be part of it, and it just sort of took off. And people, I didn't think it'd last this long, Sam Bosch, to be honest with you, because things come and go, but it seems to be getting stronger, if anything. So it is just a weird phenomenon. Yeah. And a lot of different people say Bosch. I'm not the only person that says it, but I think people like the way I say it, and we've got Johnny's supporters are known as the Bosch soldiers of the Romford Bull Army. So it just brings people together. I think that's what people like about it.
Yeah, well, you mentioned the Bosch soldiers, and so this has kind of become you do amazingly well for boxing, right? Yeah. Especially for Romford and the area. Do you think? Where do you see that going? Because that's, surely every time a fighter comes out of Romford now, they're part of the Bosch.
Listen, there's not many come out of Romford. That's why it's big for Johnny. Romford's got a big fighting traditions. Like we support fighters and boxers and that. And obviously the Matchroom gym was in Romford for such a long while. That's why the affiliation with Matchroom's important, because of Johnny's from Romford. But yeah, just people. We said we take pride. Like a lot of Johnny's fans could be Spurs fans, West Ham fans, Arsenal fans, Millwall fans, Liverpool fans. But when they put his T-shirt on, because he gives every fan a T-shirt that comes to his fight, when he puts a T-shirt on, they become part of the Bull Army, the Bosch soldiers. So it's uniting people in that respect. But yeah, it has put Romford on the map in a little way. Romford's already well known, the brewery, the market, it's people. We've got great people in Romford. And the more positivity we can bring about Romford, the better.
I suppose Johnny's not a classic boxer in the sense that he's university educated, right?
He's got a history degree. He was on line for a first, but he got asked to spar Joe Joyce, our good friend, in Las Vegas. And he went to the university. It was when his final exams were on, and he said, look, I've been given this opportunity. What can I do it for one? And what do you think? They said, Johnny, you can do it. You're on course for a first. If you do that, you might end up with a 2-1. He ended up with a 2-1, but that trip to Las Vegas was when he was asked to turn professional. So you can't turn down things. Although he worked so hard for his degree, and he would have loved the first, because he got all A's in his A levels. He's a very clever boy like that, and he likes to succeed in whatever he does. But when an opportunity like that comes along, he's only a young man, you've got to take it. These opportunities in life don't come around too often. And he went to Las Vegas, or Las Vegas, whatever you want to say it, impressed so much that S-Jam, Adam Morley, Sam Jones offered him a contract to turn pro, and ended up signing with Eddie Hearn just for 1 year. So he took a bit of a punt, really, and it's worked out very well.
Well, I always enjoy boxers just a lot of the time for nicknames. What comes to mind is people like Two-Ton Tony Galento, boxers like that, who get their nickname from a ridiculous story that starts it off. But the Romford Bull, that just sounds like a kind of...
Well, I'll tell you where the Bull comes from as well, obviously from Romford. Romford's easy part. The Bull, it was in Las Vegas. Johnny was sparring people a lot better than him, but Johnny always gives it his all. And back in the day then, he was even more like sluggish and rugged, and he just used to go forward. And he said, I'm going to put the American accent on now, I might be doing it a disservice. An American coach said to him, man, you're like a bull, man, you're a bull. So that's where it's just sort of stuck from that instant, So it's a good nickname.
Is there anyone in your immediate friendship group or family who doesn't have a nickname?
Everyone's got a nickname.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
We've got Mega Char sitting over there. Everyone has a nickname. If you're in the Bull Army, you're a Bosch soldier, you have a nickname.
All right, nice.
I think people like a nickname. If you haven't got a nickname, you must think there's something wrong with you.
That's true. Well, it's a familiar thing. Would you give our adjudicator Emma a nickname?
I'll wait until after the... listen, she looks like a very nice young lady. She looks very... Do you know what Emma looks like to me? Very proud in her job as an adjudicator, as she should be.
Yeah.
So we'll become friendlier after she's got to do her job and I've got to do mine.
Yeah. What about myself? My name's Will.
Wilder Wally.
Wilder Wally.
Yeah. As soon as I saw you, I thought he looks like a Wally.
Well, John, do you know his nickname from?
I'm only joking.
Deck? So Will's nickname from Ant Deck is Willy Nilly.
Yeah,
Willy Nilly. Ant Deck. Well, I'm going to give you an even better one now, because you've told me a lot of things. Will the Wise One.
Oh,
see,
that's incredible.
Better. Yeah,
that's made my day.
When you've had a few pints, Will the Wally can come out and play. Not in a rude way.
No, of course. Yeah, of course. I love it. Right, John, I reckon we're going to get you to react to some of our record breaking now.
Yes, please. I'm very interested so far.
So, Dom, I think we're going to start off with a favourite record holder of mine. This is at Monza Racetrack in Italy. And this was on our Italian TV show, Lo Show de Record. And this gentleman is called The Horse.
The horse. He's got a nickname.
Yes, he does have a nickname. And what he's going to do is he's going to break the most pine boards between the leg.
And he done this at the racetrack.
He's at that.
Any reason for being at the racetrack?
Well,
to do
it's
it?
just a nice big space where we can set things on fire. We can jump cars over things
in like the middle of the course.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is in the paddock actually. This is just off to the side. So Dom's just going to set it up now. Hopefully,
oh my goodness,
something you consider.
So he's literally just dropped.
He's dropped
for all that. Is plywood, you say?
It's pine.
Pine.
Yeah.
And how thick is each pine? Do you know?
So we can get that up, Dom. We can get that up. I think
So they're just like planks, the pine planks.
Pine planks. And
Now, surely the bigger the person, the more you break.
well, this is it.
But it's going to be painful.
Oh, well, it's not uncomfortable. He's not wearing an athletic cup or anything.
I just thought that looks painful, and with the splinters as well, you could do yourself a damage on that.
Yes,
So
serious
I'll leave it to him.
Well, he's a happy father of 3. So that's something that I like about our record breaks.
Did he have his kids before he did that?
Yes,
'Cause
he
I don't
absolutely
think he'd
did.
be out around them afterwards.
And how thick were the pine boards? If you go back, Dom, and then hit on record details.
They look like a big size. They look like a big size plank.
3.8 centimetres deep,
That's what I mean.
each board. And
Each
he
board.
went through.
And pine. Well, it's a softwood. It's not easy broken, is it? You
Still
know?
wood, nonetheless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a it's not a hardwood, but it's not a softwood that you could easily manipulate.
Exactly that. But this is what I love about so many of our record breakers.
And has anyone tried to beat that since? Do you know? Or
Nobody's had a go since, but there's a little bit of infrastructure around that one. But I think maybe something you
that
could
cost quite a lot of money to set up, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if we could get Monza racetrack for you for the day and set that up, is that something you'd be interested in?
No.
Okay.
You can get Monza racetrack set up, but I watch the cars go there.
So this one here, this is the most walnuts cracked with the head in 1 minute, Dom?
Yes, that's correct.
So.
Oh my goodness.
The speed in which they do this is what amazes me.
Oh my goodness. That is unbelievable.
I'll skip a bit.
He's going to run out of walnuts.
Well, so they know they get plenty set up. So they just sort of sat on the table with a little bit of tape, and then he just goes for it.
Where's this chap from?
Dom, is he?
Pakistan.
It's Pakistan.
Oh, India, sorry.
India, okay.
Where do you start learning that you can crack walnuts like
So-
that? Is it a pastime in Pakistan or India?
Yeah,
or?
so what it is that these are martial arts experts. So we have record breakers. There's a gentleman in Pakistan called Mohammed Rashid, and he is a martial arts master. And then he's seen Guinness World Records, and he says, you know what I can do? I can take my skills and then put them in a way that means that I become a world record holder.
And walnuts are not easy to crack, are they?
Not at
You
all,
know?
not at all.
But I suppose he's knowing just the right sweet spot every time. It's about
Exactly,
technique
yeah.
rather than the actual power.
Yeah, we have a martial arts group called Beer Kausa, and they do some incredible attempts. They've been on Britain's Got Talent, they've been on lots of different shows, and they do a lot of blindfolded smashing of coconuts. And they'd be often like people be lying on the floor. They blindfold the gentleman with a mallet, and then he goes around and whacks them. That's high skill.
Do you get like people coming to you daily or weekly with ideas all the time?
Yeah, so we have offices all over the world: Beijing, Tokyo, London, New York, Dubai. Got them all, and we have records managers there. And every day, people will apply online with ideas, and we decide whether we can turn that into a record, because it has to be something we can standardise. Yeah. And not everything you can standardise. Some people, as you might imagine, send in ideas after maybe they've had a big evening, and think it might be quite funny to do something, and then you go, well, we can't do that. But we try our absolute best to make sure that everyone can have a go at record breaking. But some of the ideas are incredible. Perhaps we'll do a special on some of the applications we get in that we can't monitor.
I bet you get some weird ones as well.
So have we got here the largest mouth gape? Is this one?
Yes, this is Isaac Johnson from the US. He has the largest
Oh
mouth
my
gape or the widest mouth.
goodness.
So they're McDonald's hamburgers, and that's 4 of them.
Oh my God.
Imagine how many chicken balls he could get in there.
Yeah, you get a lot of chicken balls in
That
there.
is unbelievable how he's opened up like that.
And we have separate categories for male and female. So
I know, is it Leah Shetterkava?
Yeah, Leah, yeah.
Yeah, she was in Malta with ourselves when we'd done some filming out there. And
We,
she's only very tiny, isn't she? What I've seen her eat is great. It's incredible.
We work with her lots. We've actually got one lined up actually for the fastest time to eat a burrito. So this is her.
Is that coming up now?
Yeah, it's coming up now. Yeah,
That's madness, isn't it? I just said that.
Serendipity right there. That's fantastic. So this is Leah. Which show was this, Karen? On again on the Italian TV show.
2022.
2022.
Fastest time to eat a burrito.
Oh my goodness.
And the technique is what amazes me. It's the back and forth. And
She's going side to side.
yeah.
And what is the size of that burrito?
That's great. Dom, you're going to have to get the guidelines up because there are very specific guidelines. I know that...
Because obviously it's got to be,
Yeah.
you know, because if you get one a bit smaller.
We've actually got... There's someone...
That was a big one, wasn't it?
There's someone at the back of the room here, Lewis, who's adjudicated one for us, actually, the fastest burrito. Do you remember the size, Lewis?
Come on, Lewis. What is he on? What sort of money is he on? Good money? And he don't know.
He's the best in this room, yeah.
But how quick did she do that?
That was 43 seconds to eat that. The burrito must be no less than 550 grams. It must be at least, the tortilla must be at least 30 centimetres or 12 inches in
So a
diameter.
30 centimetre tortilla and weigh 550 grams.
Yeah.
Because they're not easy to eat, are they?
No.
They're not, you know, with everything in it, it's not the easiest thing to eat, to chew, swallow.
And the ingredients have to be a meat or as well as rice, beans, salsa, sour cream, cheese and guacamole.
So everything in it.
The full Monty.
The full Monty, yeah.
The hardest one I had to watch live was the most wasabi eaten in a minute. That was just because the smell in the room, let alone what they were putting in the mouth. I think they ended up getting through about 300 grams in a minute.
Have you got anyone, you might not know this, because when we was in the Blue Orchid, they got us durian. You know, the fruit.
Yeah,
You're not allowed to eat it in China or in the hotel rooms. Is there anyone done that, eating that?
Eating durian fruit?
Yeah.
Okay, so why are they not allowed to eat it?
Because of the smell. Because it's so bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you've smelt it?
I've smelt it. Yeah, it was quite off-putting.
I think we might have a record for the smelliest fruit, actually, or something along those lines. But
I think the durian is one of them. Whether it is the actual smelliest, I don't know.
Let me look it up for you.
Most durian eaten in 1 minute.
Do we have it?
No application.
No application.
no application. So there you
John?
go. Could you put a call out for us to apply for that record?
Yeah, a record needs to be broken of the most durian eaten in 1 minute. Yeah,
Okay.
see, who fancies that? Although Richard at the Blue Orchid, Daniel's brother, I think he quite likes it, so we might try that in the Blue Orchid, see how much he does.
That's right. You can take
Yeah.
Emma. You can take Emma down, and she'll
Yeah.
adjudicate that for you.
I'll let you know about him. I told you after the show.
I'll bring my notepad.
Speaking of which, Em, do you want to pop in now? Just we'll go through one more video, but we'll also
I'm getting
let you
quite nervous here.
We'll build the tension a little bit. Just let John know that the attempt's coming up. So this one here, this was one I adjudicated
Is
actually.
it as many punches?
Yes. So these the exact. If you scroll down a touch, Dom. So this was the most full extension punches in 1 minute.
So like full arm. Yeah.
And 453 he did.
Unbelievable.
Something Johnny could have a go at. He's probably wrong weight category.
He's very quick. He's got quick hands. We'd have to give this a go because he'd like to give it a go. He wouldn't get anywhere near that, but he'd be very good at that. It's harder than what it looks as well.
It's a lot harder than
There's
what it
a lot
looks.
of exertion going on there.
Yeah, and he actually broke 3 titles that day, but he was having to rest for a good 40 minutes in between
It's
each
tough.
time.
Yeah, it's tough. He's putting his heart under a lot of pressure there. And are you there, like adjudicating that he's got a full every
stretch?
time?
Yeah. So these are one of the ones that you can't actually do in full time because you have to look at the camera afterwards because there's no way of me being able to.
So you have to go back and check everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, obviously because you could have one like that, and yeah.
But
so he doesn't know he's actually done it until you get back and come back and tell him.
Yeah. Which we're hoping there's not going to be too many VAR issues.
Where was that done?
So that was Jim just down the road. Actually,
Was it really? So it's done in London?
In central London, just down the road here from Tottenham Court Road.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, we're going to bring over Emma now, who's going to be introducing the record title to you, and the excitement of this. I feel you're tense. I can feel it.
I feel tense. I feel
Do
a
you
little
really?
bit tense.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't normally get tense about anything. But I suppose saying this means quite a lot to me. My Chinese reading off
Yeah.
You could quite easily go. It could quite easily go wrong, couldn't it?
Well, it could, but I'm
But it might be.
optimistic.
It's the nerves that will pull me through. I think.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
We'll see.
Nerves are the same feeling as excitement in the body. You know, you just got to channel it in the right way. Go back to a time you enjoyed saying Chinese meals out loud. Come on, Em, in you come.
Thank you very much.
John was just confessing to a moment where, well, another record could have been achieved with welly wanging, with welly throwing for those.
And I'm not too proud to say I failed miserably. It was back in the day when I thought I was big, strong, fit, a young man. Charlotte was with me then. She was then my girlfriend, not my wife. And I stepped up to the plate to throw this welly, give it all I had, and it ended up behind me. So I was a minus. I don't know what minus I was, but I was a minus.
So could have been the biggest negative difference to throw a welly.
This is what I'm bringing up here because all of a sudden I've been transported back to that place with the welly standing behind me and Charlotte laughing her head off.
Yeah.
So it could happen again.
So for those of you listening, the reason why this trauma has been brought up for John is because official Guinness World Records adjudicator Emma Salt has joined us on the sofa, looking very official, very stern, and is about to tell John the guidelines for Emma.
Yes, so, John, today you will be attempting the Guinness World Records title for the most takeaway dishes memorised in 30 seconds. The minimum to beat is 15, and there's a couple of rules here. So we have actually already looked at the Chinese menu, your Chinese restaurant menu, your local Blue Orchid. So we have already had a look at that. And when you say the menu items, make sure that you're sort of saying them clearly. You speak very clearly anyway, so it's fine, but just no rushing them or sort of like mashing them up together.
And can you like duplicate, because there's like 10 different types of rices. Can I have...
If it's a different rice.
Like egg fried rice, chicken fried rice.
Yeah, that's
I can
fine.
duplicate,
Yeah.
Right. Let's give it a go. Yeah. So I've got to beat 15.
Yes.
15. Yeah. I genuinely, it feels very tense over here all of a sudden. I'm excited because this is what we came for, really, isn't it?
This is what we came for. We'll give it a go. And if I fail, I fail, but I'm going to give it my best shot.
Yeah.
And that's all you can do in life. Give it your best shot.
John, I will say 3, 2, 1, go, and then you start saying the items. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Egg fried rice, chicken fried rice, pork fried rice, special fried rice, Singapore fried rice, Singapore rice noodle, plain chow mein, chicken chow mein, pork chow mein, beef chow mein, chicken balls, prawn balls, pork balls, sweet and sour chicken, sweet and sour pork Hong Kong style, sweet and sour prawn, beef in black bean, chicken in black bean, pork in black bean, roast duck Chinese style, roast pork Chinese style, chicken Chinese style, crispy aromatic duck, seaweed, sesame prawn on toast, spicy pork, mixed hors d'oeuvres, chicken and sweet corn soup, chicken noodle soup, hot and sour soup, prawn crackers, chips, salt and chili chicken balls, salt and chili pork.
Wow. That to me sounded very quick.
I feel like I might have done it just.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So feeling confident at this
I'm
point.
feeling confident because I didn't have no and or and I didn't have no duplicates.
Yeah, okay.
So I feel like I should have. I feel like I've got a good chance of succeeding.
Now, Emma, do you need to check the tape on that, or are you confident?
No, I'm confident.
Wow, this is the moment. This is the moment. All those books, all those Guinness World Records books you read.
Back as a young boy, as a young child.
This could be your chance.
Could this be the welly wanging obliterated from my memory?
We could get rid of that finally.
Right, let's hope.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
John,
Yes.
aka Big John.
Thank you, Emma.
You attempted today the Guinness World Records title for the most takeaway dishes memorised in 30 seconds. The minimum to beat was 15. I can confirm that your attempt today was a valid attempt.
Yes.
In your attempt today, you achieved 40 menu items in 30 seconds.
I'm pleased. I'm very pleased with that.
Congratulations.
Oh my
you
goodness.
are officially amazing.
Tell us.
I'm extremely proud of that, and to be honest, I was a bit nervous beforehand because you can stutter, you can duplicate, because I've done it before many a times, but I think I nailed it. I think Emma being here was the icing on the cake because it's official. She drove me on there, so thank you very much, Emma.
No problem.
So, and I'm extremely proud to have received this.
Well, obviously
Extremely
the pressure brought the best out of you there. Didn't
40, I'm pleased with 40. Yeah, I'm pleased I've got 40.
it? You set the bar very high
Yes.
for moving forward now.
Well, listen, someone will beat that, but it's going to take a good effort to beat that now. It's a solid record. So hopefully someday someone will get 50. But I'm going to keep practicing now. We can. Do you know what? Do you know what? And what we do, we have our own YouTube sort of channel, the Chinese Sit Down, where we have guests on. We'll have to get yous on perhaps one day, and we will. And that can be a game now for our guest. Can you replicate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beat that. 40. Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
I'm pleased. I'm chuffed a bit with that.
Congratulations.
Absolutely chuffed. So thank you very
Nice.
much.
Well, Big John, thank you so much for coming down to Guinness World Records HQ today and joining us.
Relax now. Can go to the States.
Yeah. This,
Might go and have a Chinese and all this.
enjoy. Well, you're going to be walking around London for the rest of the day with a big Guinness World
I'm going
Records.
to tell everyone I meet. I've got to keep it quiet, haven't I? I've got to keep it quiet, haven't I? For a little bit. Not for long.
Not for long.
No.
But you'll know. You'll know that you're officially amazing.
Unbelievable. I knew that before I come in. But thank you very much. It's been, do you know what? It's been, you talk about my life being surreal. This has been one of the most surreal moments and one of the best moments. It's been an absolutely wonderful afternoon. And this is the cherry on top. So thank you very much.
Well, like I said earlier, you bring a lot of joy to a lot of people. So we're glad that we could recognise that.
I really appreciate that.
In some
And we've had a bit of fun, which is what life is all about. Can't take life too serious these days.
Exactly. And thank you for watching and listening to What's the Record. That was Big John. That was Adjudicator Emma. And I've been Will Mumford. Like, subscribe and follow, and we'll see you next time.
Bosh.